question, maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music, just put it in the
in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he
and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. Their momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they... And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good.
23 yards on the play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Third and goal, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, a run with Breeden. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, he shifts past him. As they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
What you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here we go on 2nd and 12. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You ain't going nowhere. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You can't block me. You can't block me. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw again is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's the way to make a play, kid.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And
it's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. 74 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
His throw incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down.
It got his man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, "Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me."
Getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Jackson going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield. Swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
28-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Brings up 4th down.
Back now in Miami.
That's the end.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They go play action with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run again with Breida. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He's going to look deep down the field and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes from the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a give to Breida. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, 46 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
The kicker.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig